Yeah, welcome to Gameweek 29 of the Premier League. We start with Villa Park between Aston Villa and Newcastle. In one end, we has got Villa fighting, hasn't he? Much better performances, but I think Newcastle will win this 2-1. I think Newcastle will show the quality, and if they want to play in Champions League football, they need to win these games. Simple as that. Villa, maybe next season, will be challenging for Europe because they've got the manager, they just need the signings, and then they'll be surely fighting up there. On to the next game between Chelsea and Brighton. I think Brighton will have a bit too much for Chelsea. I think Chelsea will use all they got in Madrid. Because we know that Real Madrid love beating wounded teams, absolutely destroying wounded teams, sorry. So yeah, I think Brighton will sense blood because Chelsea will use what they have against Real Madrid, and a team already short of confidence and lacking in Premier League form. On to Goodison Park, Everton against Fulham. I think personally, Everton at home under Sean Dyche, well, we know they've been doing better because they got the points to prove it and so on. But I think they seem to be a bit more of a different team, don't they? I think Fulham have been fantastic this season. I think they should take no of course, you could generally be disappointed if you draw, but if you know what I mean, for the season they've had, I think they should take a bit of pride, despite where Everton are placed in the table. I think Fulham at home is their fortress, and they just need to get as many points and finish hopefully below Brighton in a good position this season. St Mary's Southampton against Crystal Palace. Well, Roy Hodgson's got Crystal Palace playing a lot better, hasn't he? My prediction is Southampton 0, Palace 2. Only because that Palace are doing a lot better and Southampton are doomed for the Championship. On to the next game between Tottenham and AFC Bournemouth. I think Brighton's injustices last weekend, because Brighton should have 2 goals in that game, at least. Tottenham got away with absolute tragic officiating by shocking officials. I hope Bournemouth aren't victim of that. I don't think it will happen again like that. But my prediction is Tottenham 2, Bournemouth 1. The reason why is because Bournemouth are showing fight. They're showing that they want to stay in the Premier League. Tottenham would take relief from that victory against Brighton, and they want to get another win into the system and then start to regain that confidence, even if they don't have a qualified head coach who's managed in Europe before at the helm. I think they can build something still. So yeah, and okay, Son's goal was world class last weekend. Kane was good, but it was pretty much avoidable, to be fair. But yeah, so 2-1 Tottenham. Wolves against Brentford. Well, Brentford have been good and they're very entertaining, aren't they? In what's already a very entertaining league, the best league for entertainment in the world. And I think Brentford going with a game without scoring, is that impossible? I think it's going to happen though. Wolves 1, Brentford 0. So yeah, all respect to Brentford. But I think Wolves at Molineux will show that they are also fighting not just for Premier League status, but obviously they see one club from the Black Country running away for the boasting prize, I guess, with Villa doing well. So yeah. On to the Etihad. Man City, a few nights after knocking 3 and potentially, very likely, knocking Bayern Munich out of Europe. So yeah, and I think they'll take their confidence against Leicester. Short of confidence, could be going down. Champions several years ago could be in the Championship next season. So, yeah, Man City 5, Leicester 0. On to Super Sunday, starts with West Ham at home to Arsenal. I predict West Ham 1, Arsenal 3. I hope West Ham stay in the Premier League. But this is not, you can't judge their survival on them playing the top team in the country. On the table, anyway, in the last couple of weeks, have Man City been playing better than Arsenal? That's an argument to have in the pubs up and down the country, I guess. So, yeah. On to Nottingham Forest against Man United. Nottingham Forest historically is such a big club. They have a new owner who splashed the cash, signed 15 odd players to stay in the Premier League. I think his ambition was probably even higher than survival. But, it's got to take time for a team to gel. Buying so many players at once is such a gamble. However good they are, wherever clubs they come from, this is the Premier League. And my prediction is Nottingham Forest 0, Man United 3. I love to see Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. But every defeat they get, every closer they get to reality of potentially going down. Yeah, I do wonder. I do fear for them. Monday Night Football, Leeds, who also want to get as many wins and draws to pull away from the relegation zone against Liverpool. My prediction is Leeds 0, Liverpool 2. Quite comfortable. That's Premier League predictions. I'm out. Thanks. Bye.